Nick's got next to nothing. Brad's got a sword. And we know that there are 2 lands on top of Nick's deck.
Yeah.
And so he got a little damage in.
Getting rid of the life totals since they're irrelevant. Well, not irrelevant, but just we aren't able to update those for the moment. We can't communicate with the judge, so we can't get the life totals. So
things to watch out for. I think Brad has to make sure he doesn't kill all the Snapcaster mages, because he might need to Phantasmal Image a Snapcaster mage.
Interesting. Okay.
I think he's probably going to flashback. Oh,
Phantasmal Image copies Insectile Aberration. All right, makes sense. Plays a Dark Slick Shores, comes into play tapped. Nick untaps.
I think I would have considered. Does he have a? Oh, he doesn't have Lingering Souls anymore. Is that a Midnight Haunting? Is his other?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so everybody in, and then we were gonna go. Looks like just a bunch of trades. These Insectile Aberrations traded, Delver traded with a Snapcaster, and now Snapcaster, Invisible Stalker left on Nick's side of the board. Nick completely untapped. Moorland Haunt, though, could be relevant. Could be very relevant, especially now that he just lost a couple of creatures. So that was his land. That was the land that was on top.
Yep.
All right, so Brad, no guys right now.
You might consider playing Snapcaster Mage for Ponder. He's just doing nothing. Snapcaster Mage. Oh, so he does that when Nick's tapping down. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Brad's spot actually a lot.
Yeah, Snapcaster Midnight Haunting.
Nick doesn't have very much. Brad's just gonna go and get his sword online, right? That's what it looks like.
That's what I would think. Yeah, Brad's gonna have the sword, and it's gonna be rough. So, all right. Nick swings in with his unblockable Stalker and the Spirit off of the Moorland Haunt token, which trades with one of Brad's Midnight Haunt spirits.
Sword.
And Brad now plays sword. Equips sword.
Yep. In.
Swings. Nick with just one card in hand, so.
And we know it's not going to stop that.
Yeah. Well, it's also not going to do much damage to him. You know what I mean? Like, he's not losing.
Well, yeah, but the bigger issue is Brad getting like 5 life back.
Yeah.
That was a bad Ponder.
So he just kept that gut shot, and
he kept the gut shot to do one tricky thing. As soon as he saw it was inevitable he was going to get blown. I mean, he has top decks, but I think he's in a lot of trouble.
All right, so
I actually did not like the block that Brad did because he can't now Snapcaster Mage with Phantasmal Image.
Oh, right, like you were saying, right. All right, so Brad ponders. He's got a Spirit with a sword. Nick with a Spirit and a Stalker.
He could go all the way. I think Brad's just hunting for like a proper reactive spell.
Yeah, something to deal with any top decks that Nick might have. And we've got Gitaxian Probe. So show me your island.
Draw a spell. Nope.
No.
Is that a Gather?
Drowned Catacombs. I think it is Gather.
I think he should Gather here, just in case Nick draws like a Vapor Snag or something.
Yeah.
He'll have some juice.
Well, changes his mind here. Goes with the Thought Scour. Land.
A beautifully executed Thought Scour by Brad Nelson.
About as good as it gets as far as Thought Scour goes. All right, so
I think he should play another guy just in case. I mean, like, maybe.
He's going to Gather, I think. Yeah, Gather the Townsfolk. So here come some Townsfolk.
And Moorland Haunt, sure. Rip a... Is that a
Vapor
negate?
Snag. I think it's a Vapor Snag.
No, is it a Delver Secrets?
I think it's a Vapor
I
Snag.
think it's his Vapor Snag.
It was hard to see, but I think that's what it was. All right, so Nick getting in there with everybody. Knocks Brad down 3 more life. We don't know the life totals.
Some mysterious life total.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't know which, but we will probably be able to tell when the game ends.
Intangible Virtue.
Okay, so Intangible Virtue for Brad.
Oh, that's just a disaster even if there's a Vapor Snag. I think you're right, though. No?
Everybody in. He Vapor Snags a Spirit. It was a Vapor Snag.
Still take 4, and then I'm sure Brad's going to do a post-combat equip, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I wish I knew if Brad was in danger of dying. Or Nick were in danger of dying.
It's really tough when we can't see life totals, but I know they're scrambling around here doing everything they can to try to fix this. Brad doing some math, it looked like. Taking a look at Nick's graveyard. What could he Snapcaster up? Also probably checking to see how many more Moorland Haunt activations Nick can get. It's only activated it twice, I think, so should be another couple of guys in Nick's graveyard. Wow, even my 4G disappeared. I don't even have phone connection in here right now. Oh, it just
there must have been an electromagnetic pulse.
Something's
It's a miracle
happened.
we're still alive. Phantasmal image for a token. I guess he's just gonna block. I guess that makes for a severe disincentive to attacking, right? He's got intangible virtue, so his one phantasmal image spirit can contain 1,000 of those spirits.
Yep.
Nick's gonna bring anyway.
Is he not attacking with the? Yeah, I was gonna say. I would think he's.
I mean, if you're gonna
attacking
attack with only 2, I think you attack with the invisible stalker. So eat 1, sure. Take 2. Brad is at a mysterious life
So,
total.
for those of you asking about life totals,
We don't know.
we don't know. The problem is our connection to the judge went down, and they're scrambling to try to fix it.
Ooh, Dungeon Geist.
But we can't find out life totals from the judges through our normal system, which was IMs, because we're across the room from the actual players, so that they can't hear us talking about what's in each other's hands. We don't want that happening. So judges can't update us on life totals.
What are they
and therefore we
disputing?
can't
I wish
put
I
it.
knew.
Yeah, see, that would be another thing that the judges would tell us.
They would tell us. Be
But
like, oh, well, Michael, the reason that they're upset about something is intangible virtue is busted in standard. Nick is lamenting he doesn't have it in his deck. Oh, that's understandable.
So
I
looks
wish
like-
I could make a prediction as to who I thought was way ahead. I think Brad's ahead.
It seems that way because he has the sword. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the sword makes one of those token guys
monstrous.
very, very good.
It's like a monstrous growth.
It's just like a monster.
So I believe Evolving Wilds was just what all that shuffling was about. Yeah.
Agree, as it's on top of Brad's graveyard. He's
Are
like,
they-
oh,
are
I think they
they-
went to time?
Is that what it is? Are they trying to decide? Because time was called. They
okay,
should have. As long as we sat here talking about cards, they should have that long of an extension. So it's
What is...
that was the judge's hand, not Nick's. You know what I mean? Like it looked like where it was, I thought it was Nick, and then I realized his hands are under the table. Unless he's got 3 hands.
Brad can't attack with it. Is he attacking with the unequipped one?
Dungeon Geist blocks the one human.
Oh, I guess it would have been lethal.
Yeah.
I wish I knew.
Well, it didn't matter because didn't Dungeon Geist just kill the phantasmal image?
No, but I mean, it's
You
just
mean
a
it
question
mattered
of,
as an attack?
Yeah.
As an attacker, yeah.
Like, so if he's at 4 or whatever, you know.
Yeah. So Moreland Haunt makes another guy at the end of Brad's turn. Nick just keeps getting in there.
Oh!
Ratchet bomb! And
My guess is that I was like, man, why is that stalker attacking? I guess that the answer is right there.
Ratchet bomb blows up all the tokens.
Timely. He gets 3 guys.
And that was very timely. Nick is like, I have Ratchet Bomb, I'm saved. Oh, you have timely reinforcements after I blow up my Ratchet Bomb. Dagger.
I guess this one's gonna be done.
I don't know. We
So why are
have
they
no
using
idea
like
what the
one
life
Craig
forms
Westcoat counter and then...
And so Invisible Stalker comes in. There's a handshake, and we do not know who won.
I assume Brad won.
If you signed up for Commander event
I think so,
number
too, yeah.
5, please send to the French Chandra banner. Once again,
The biggest dagger would be if like Brad and Jerry had to play now.
now.
Because Brad was X1 and then Jerry was XO and lost.
Oh, yeah. They may have to. If they have to play, I would definitely like to watch that mirror.
I'll